Okay, so today we're going to be doing Biology Week 14. I'm Mr. Hayden. I am your biology teacher. A few things that we're going to have to go over because it's kind of important that in relation to your grade for the semester is that we have about 6 weeks left of school this semester, which means that if you happen to have an F, you need to get at least to a D just so you get credit. Okay? And I don't like to speak to the minimum level of whatever, but that get 5 credits, never have to take this class again. You should always go to your greatest ability, obviously. If your ability is an A, you should get the A. If your ability is B, get a B. For example, in English, when I was in high school, my ability was not an A in English. My ability was a B. That was the highest I possibly think I could have done. And so I tried for a B. I got to try for the A, but I always got the B. So make sure next 6 weeks you bring up your grades to the point to where you believe your highest ability is. You should try your very hardest. Science isn't for everybody. I'm a realist. Everyone should get A's. It's a good theoretical thing, but you should just make sure you get your grade you need. Your science notebook, this is important, is due starting May 11th through the 22nd. There's a 2-week window when you can bring it in to me during the live session. So after the live session, you can show it to me, and then you're done. Or if you want to set an appointment with me about a very specific time or a specific date, you're more than welcome to do that too. Again, May 11th through the 22nd, your science notebook is due. If you get it to be past the 22nd, I may not want to grade it. I may be annoyed, you'll probably mark it down. So just make sure your grades are the way it is, and also your science notebook gets turned in. Your science notebook, if you need to go back and take additional notes and whatnot because you didn't take notes for some reason this semester, they are open, you can go back. Remember, you're responsible for the semester test. That's one of the reasons why your science notebook is being done. So you can use that as a resource for the summative assessment or the semester test. So it's there for you. The better notes you take, the better grades you probably are going to have in the class. It's one of those, I work a little bit every day and I get one big awesome A at the end. That's what it is. Also, quick thing, please don't plagiarize on any tests. If you have to or anything. I know you guys are looking at me like, why would I do that? But I just had another kid do it in another class. 0. Do it again, F in the class. Do it again, pick them out of school, even if it's the last day of school. So make sure you do not plagiarize. That is not accepted. If you plagiarize on the final, you get a 0 on the final. I don't care. Like I just mark a 0 for plagiarism for the website you got it from, and that's what it is. So make sure you write in your own words. Here's a hint. If you copy and paste it, I know, because a lot of you guys can't write that way. A lot of the way things are written, most people can't write that way unless you're like an English major. So just make sure everything comes from your brain to your hand when you write. So I got a question. What is an immune system? Think about it. Immune system. What's it? Once something pops in your brain, raise your hand.
It's where all your 5 senses.
Okay, 5 senses come from. Okay. Welcome to class. Yeah.
The system on the body protects you from the illness.
Okay.
Something that can cause you to keep it safe.
Okay. So you said protects and causes. Okay, 5 senses, most of those are going to be the nervous system that allow for the sensation. Immune system is more of a response to a foreign invader of your body. Now, the vision is use it to protect you, and it does. It's basically dying from whatever's in there. But it also makes you sick. Believe it or not, I mean, the bacteria or whatever the virus makes you sick, but the immune response makes you feel sick. Does that make any sense? We'll go into it, it'll make a little more sense. All right, so the essential question for today is what would be an immune response to a virus that enters your body through a cut in your hand? So basically what I would like the people online as well as in here to think about once you actually have a cut on your hand. A bacteria, there's millions of bacteria all over your hands right now. Everything you touch has millions of bacteria on it. Not all of them are bad. Some of them are not good at all. And they get, sometimes, oh look, there's a warm, moist area I can get into and get into your body and start to grow, start to have issues with it multiplying. From that response, from that point to the point where it finally gets killed and your body gets rid of it, I want you to go to discuss that. Again, you should go to cut, bacteria entering, or virus entering, all the way to full immune response to end. Who here has ever cut their finger or their hand? Hopefully everyone in the room, because everyone's done it. First thing you do. By the way, not a cut where it's so bad you have to get stitches like Mr. Hayden got. This is a knife. I was cutting something, slipped, went out of the bone. No big deal. Okay, it's a regular paper cut or just a regular, the first thing you do.
Oh, and the paper cut?
Yeah. You just look at it.
Yeah. But
What do you do?
Was it like a knife cut or something? I would get cold water, get the rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
And rub it on my,
So rubbing alcohol on the cut?
Yeah. That's what pretty good.
Doesn't that burn?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably doesn't feel awesome, but guess what it does do? Not allow for things to go inside your body.
And then
Really good. Cold water, very good. Water, actually, moving water and whatnot doesn't allow for bacteria to grow and things like that. So if you're running water, you'd have to put your hand in the toilet. So you're good job. And then put the alcohol. Okay.
not a lot, just like a little cotton ball. That's it.
I would put hydrogen peroxide and do it wrong.
Both of those will kill the cells on the outside of the bacteria and destroy. But did you ever do this?
No.
Stuck on it?
No.
No?
I
I do it. We're like we're free. All right. I do all the time. Sometimes I just put like something in my mouth and stuff on it. I mean, I don't do
I'm sure you do.
No, but in general, if you cut yourself, one of the first responses is to finish your mouth. Maybe, apparently you guys don't do this. So if I ever see you cut your finger and you put it in your mouth, I'm going to call you out. Because believe it or not, it's an actual ingrained thing in your body that you kind of do that. Even my son, 2 years old, doesn't know anything. Doesn't know something. Cuts himself. Oh, owie. Because your body knows saliva, which we'll learn, has a bacterial, it actually will kill some bacteria based on the acidity and everything in your mouth. One of the starts. So we're going to talk about the immune system today. So what is the immune system? It's your body's defense against disease-causing organisms, malfunctioning cells, and foreign particles. So let's break it down a little further. Body's defense, we're going to fight it off, going to kill it. You actually have little warriors inside your body that go and do these things. Disease-causing organisms. I don't like to say organisms, but I'll go ahead and say it. Specifically, bacterial is one infection, and also viral. But viruses technically are not alive. Technically, they're not alive. They need a living thing to develop and multiply and things like that. They're not technically alive themselves as a unit. Okay? They're just a protein capsule with a single strand of RNA that needs a cell to replicate. Malfunctioning cells, believe it or not, if you have a cell in your body that's no bueno, your immune system helps break it down and get rid of it. So if you have a blood vessel that gets destroyed, whatever, it kind of goes, oh, that one's broken, let's grab that one, let's get rid of it, and it helps get rid of basically stuff that needs to go away in your body. And also foreign particles. Foreign particles mean more of like your nose or your mouth, and it's going to be like pollen, dust, things like that. So if you're allergic to anything, what are you allergic to? Sweet potatoes, okay? Believe it or not, your body has they consider sweet potatoes, for whatever reason, a foreign particle, and it will fight. That's why you swell up, and that's why you get hives, and that's why some people die. Because your body is doing it. It's not the sweet potato, it's your body fighting against it. It causes it. What do you do?
Something in medicine. Some medicine.
Yeah. Whatever's in there, same.
My sister's allergic to bees.
Same? Yeah, and those can actually have an epileptic, like horrible, where your body completely swell up, lungs or your esophagus, everything goes off, you can't breathe. That's literally your body doing that. It's not the bee sting, it's your body reacting to it. That's why you need the special shots to be able to say, hey body, chill, relax, it's fine, and then we get past it. I'm allergic to dust. Dust. I don't know why. It's just dust. Cats too. I'm allergic to that. You can go to the ender or something. I don't even know. I just know I'm allergic to cats and I'm allergic to dust. Now, for some reason. Must be the human skin that I'm allergic to. That's what dust mostly is. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I already knew that.
Yeah, most of it. So totally cool. You show your friend in your room and hang out because mostly they're gonna be their dead skin all over the place. And they're gonna be, yeah, it's funny, but I'm always obsessed. What happens when you get sick? Not so much an internally sick one, but more of like your nasal and nostrils. I start to get watery eyes. Throat starts to itch. My nose starts to run. And my body is reacting to that foreign particle. It's going through an amino response. I need to then take medicine such as Benadryl and all these other things to basically kind of say, hey, just, okay, cool, you're going to do that, but just kind of relax, all right? Just hang out. And it basically helps suppress those allergic reactions.
What's that picture of those in the middle?
That's a cell of some sort that needs to be discarded. It looks like a splitting cell, actually, once going through mitosis. And if you don't know mitosis, just let me know and I'll tell you so you can retake this next one. Because we hopefully will learn that. Okay, so your first line of defense is your skin. But we don't realize that. Your skin is actually the first line. If you have no cuts on your skin, and you're not putting your hands in your mouth, and you're not like right next to a sick person, like as they sneeze and trying to suck it in, oh yeah, all those germs. You're not doing any of that. You're staying pretty clean, you're eating fine, you're sleeping fine. You should only get sick like one time a year maybe. It's really what it should be. Your immune system is strong. Those are the things that make it strong. Staying away from sick people. Washing your hands for 30 seconds. Lathering hands for 30 seconds. Not, I use some so we just like a real quick one.
All those people who use hand sanitizer, I think that's way better than washing your hands.
Yeah, hand sanitizer is good, I guess, when you know you touch something gross. Like I used to change my son's diaper, and you get pee on you or something like that, and you didn't have a chance to go wash your hands or somewhere. Sanitizer works. But a lot of people that argue, and my dad actually is a huge, it's funny, he's old school. He advocates that you should not use hand sanitizer. Because if you're killing all these bacterial and germs, and you don't allow them to get inside your body has nothing to fight with it. So it gets lazy. It doesn't need it. So when you do finally get something in you, you get sicker. Because your body doesn't know what to do. My dad is a huge component of get sick as many times as possible, and then eventually you won't. It's kind of funny. Old school, it's actually the way I think. With my dad. Let's look at your outer skin, your dead outer layer of skin, known as the epidermis, helps shield against invaders and it secretes chemicals that kill potential invaders. You shed about, look at that, you get rid of between 40 and 50,000 skin cells every day. So when you sit there and do this, I'm pushing skin cells right into the air for you guys. You're welcome. Oh, cool. Breathe it in. It's kind of funny, right?
That's why we're wearing this mask.
Why people do it. I mean, it's like people walk around with gloves and masks all the time because there's a lot of dirty people. Unfortunately, people are mostly dirty. This is what it is. It's kind of funny though. But think about that. If you never opened your window in your room and you vacuum and clean, but then there's still dust showing up, how does it get there? Your body. It's your body. It's the skin. It's your hair keeping stuff in there. It's kind of gross, huh? But awesome. All right. First line of defense. This is more inside when you're breathing. There's someone sneezing right there. So when someone sneezes, that's what it looks like. But typically you don't see a lot of that because it's not up against a black background. So light specifically being shined through the particles. But look at how awesome that looks. Imagine if people sneeze within a foot of you. You just got blasted. And while that stuff coming out, it's probably a whole bunch of bacteria and viruses. Because as you breathe in, foreign particles and bacteria dump into the mucus. It's that either your sinuses, if that's snot and things like that. Throughout your respiratory system, and also inside your lungs, there's these little hair type things, cilia, that sweep through the mucus, and if there's something particles there and once you get rid of it, you cough. It helps get rid of it. Coughing a lot is your body trying to get rid of something foreign particle. You drink the water right now, it goes down one pipe, if you're flapping sweat flows all the way, and then when a little bit into your lungs, you just start coughing. That's your body saying, foreign particles, don't know what it is, get rid of it, and protecting you.
They were like sensors from failure into the throat.
Yep. Okay, first line of defense, and there's one of those weird kids that apparently put their pen in their mouth that no one else in the world apparently does, other than like me and like 2 other people in the room. Alright, so saliva contains chemicals that break down bacteria. Thousands of types of bacteria can survive these chemicals, however. Those are the ones that get inside your body, but eventually they'll show you goes in your stomach, and then you have pepsin and h264 acid, and those kill them. It's really kind of hard to get sick through your like mouth down into like your stomach. You can obviously, but it's harder. More of it can go in your sinuses and your ears and all these open orifices. That's why those are more common head colds and things like that, or sinus infections. But to really get like sick in your stomach, it means you ate something bad typically. Because sulfuric acid basically kills everything and everything. You touch it right now, it'll burn your skin. Like over time, it'll eat away. It's not good, but your stomach can hold that. Doesn't quite survive that very often. Okay, so again, your stomach acid swallows bacteria are broken down by incredibly strong acids, and then it's also broken down with your food too. Stomach must produce a coating of special mucus, or basically allow for your stomach not to be completely eaten. Okay. Do this for a second here. I don't really need anything. I don't like that analogy. All right. Okay, there are certain bacteria that actually inside your stomach that are good. Those are like those little drinks that you can drink. You see those things? It's like a little thing of like, looks like, oh yeah. No, I'm not sure because that's more for nutritional values. I think that's, what do they call it? Like a little bottle. No, that's about 5 hours. It's like a yogurt, but it's like not milk, it's not yogurt. It's like I don't know.
I get my mom gets my cardenas and it's big.
Yeah, it's like a cool thing. You drink it, what it does, it actually gives bacteria to put it directly into your body. But remember, it's not all bacteria bad. Some bacteria help regulate the breaking down of stuff in your body and actually help you digest them better. Like it actually is good for you. Yeah. So you're supposed to get. It's yogurt. You guys like yogurt?
Great yogurt, yeah.
Well, yogurt in general, it's what it is. It's bacteria.
Yeah.
Like probiotics.
That's the probiotic is typically a drink that has a bunch of bacteria. It's good for you. Okay, so these bacteria are technically outside the body. They need a digestive system that we cannot. That's why it's good. Only if E. coli are introduced into a natural manner, they can break through the first line of defense. E. coli is not a good bacteria. That's the one that makes you sick. That's why food poisoning, things like that, diarrhea, vomiting. That's the E. coli. That's why they say don't drink water that you don't know where it came from, because it could have a bunch of other bacteria too, but E. coli always has things in there that if you drink it, you're literally putting it into your stomach and then into your body, and you're either going to get rid of it one way or the other.
Yeah, but what if it's like,
Only 2 directions you can go, and it will go one of the 2.
what if you're out at a restaurant?
Then you don't know. There was actually a pizza place near where I live that actually, I think 20 people one night got sick, and people were, why did this happen? Well, there was actually a sewage backup that they didn't say anything about it. And yeah, it's what it is. And what happened is because they touched it, of course, with they touched it, didn't realize it, and they're like, oh, basically there's bacteria in the area. They were then making dough with this and doing all this stuff, and a whole bunch of people had food poisoning. Like 20 or 30 people had food poisoning. They shut the restaurant down, cleared out everything, sanitized everything, cleaned everything, got wait till they opened back up, and they fixed the problem. But they introduced a foreign invader into the body that basically made these people sick. You can die from food poisoning. Food poisoning is not bad. I don't know what the legalities of it. I don't know if you can prove it.
You sue the water industry?
No, you would sue the restaurant. Okay. Yeah. Then they would have recourse probably to the water, but you would sue the direct who gave you the issue. Like that's your first recourse. Just start suing everybody. I sue you. I don't know who you are, but I'm suing you. You got sick. It happens. Whatever. I got sick from McDonald's chicken nuggets one time. It happens. Whatever. Just delete.
On my love.
It happens. Okay, second line of defense. Okay, that means after it broke through the first line, it broke through your skin, it broke through your mucus, it broke through all this stuff. Finally, it's in your body now. Your body now has to deal with it. Okay, like example, if your house is there, and your first line of defense is your windows, your walls, your doors, but hey, invaders can still get in. Once they break through, you have your second line of defense. Whatever that is. Okay. Go away, please. That's what you should do in California. All right. If invaders actually get within the body, then your white blood cells begin to attack. Okay, so there's these special cells, like a little army, they go, like start floating into your body. That's when you start feeling sick. That's when your fever starts to improve. Okay. All these things are reactive to this invader. So your body has to warm up. It actually is trying to fight it off. That fight, that additional heat because of that is your fever, your body temperature rising. White blood cells normally circulate through the blood, but it will enter the body's tissue if invaders are detected, so it will go into muscles. It will go to anywhere the blood can possibly get to protect it. Again, these white blood cells are out there specifically to go and do it. There's also, I don't know if it'll go specifically into the exact one, but there's special ones that are like little Pac-Man. That like literally, and like engulf them. They will like literally wrap themselves around it and engulf it and then destroy it. It's kind of interesting. Me too. Kind of a random place. Oh, there. The next slide. There you go. There's a phagocytes. These right here are, there's the bacteria right there. And literally these things go like, blah, 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 you're mine! Grab a hold of them, suck them in, eat them, surround them, kill them, get rid of them. That's what they do. Okay, so around for eating foreign particles by engulfing them. Once engulfed, they break down the foreign particles inside the cells through its lysosomes, which is, you don't remember in the cell lysosomes, were basically like the cleaners, like the janitors of the cell. Oh, yeah, that's like, oh, this doesn't work anymore. Oh, let's get rid of that. Put it out, and it actually goes to your urine and your feces and gets rid of it. So could these foreign invaders hide from them? Could, but your body won't find it. These foreign invaders don't know what your body really is like. They're foreign. Your body knows the body. So it can find where it's at. If it's hiding in like your small toe, it'll go find it. I just imagine some virus like backed up in your small toe, like, oh, they're finding it here, ha ha ha. And then it's like this, they just like, oh, I see you. And eating them? No? Okay, so viruses enter inside your body, hijack other organelles, and turn the cell into a virus-making machine. Viruses cannot make other viruses just because. Like if there's a virus right here on this table, it cannot duplicate. It's just there. It's not alive. It's just a protein capsule and just a little like cool thing. It's not technically alive. It needs other things. It needs your cells. See right there? Bottom left-hand corner. That's a cell before it's infected. Normal cell type of activity. Now after. You can see on the right-hand side, those are a bunch of small viruses now being made inside this one cell, and eventually it'll burst and spread out inside your body. Find another cell. All this stuff continues. When we get to, we'll talk about AIDS and we'll talk about that stuff. We'll see how that actually affects it. So the cell will eventually burst, releasing thousands of viruses and infect new ones. That's why they try to stop it right away. They need to go get these things killed because think about that. The cells made a virus is destroyed. Now it's going to find others. Those will have to make thousands more, destroy thousands more. You'll die from it. You can die from viruses. Even though they're not alive, because they destroy your cells, you can die from viruses. Not every virus, but most. Virus-infected body, that's a picture of one right there. Release okay. This is the problem. If your white blood cells can't recognize a certain virus, it doesn't know it ignores it. Like, oh, now it's fine. And inside that cell, there's a whole bunch of things happening. Yeah, it looks fine. They don't know. That's the reason why you guys do go get these little like booster shots of all these viruses and stuff, because it basically gives a small little bit of, oh, I saw this one before,
7 years ago, I remember this being injected into our body, and I know that one now. I can go and attack it, now I know what it looks like. Okay, that's the reason why you get those booster shots, because now you know what it looks like. If you don't know what it looks like, you just walk right past it, like, oh yeah, that one looks fine, and just keep going, and that just keeps going on and on and on and on and on.
Uh-oh, the virus is not alive. Alright. So then we have our white blood cells, or your T cells. I call them the natural killer. T cells, again, are recognized infected human cells and cancer cells. The T cells will attack these things, kill them, and will search for more. They literally are just floating around. I doubt you guys have seen the old movies. I'm saying movies. So like, Big Trouble in Little China. Never seen it, that's fine. But what happens, there's like these little balls that float around and look for bad, like look for things. And as soon as it sees something bad, it starts shooting at it to kill it. There's other movies that do the exact same thing. It's like a concept that's been around. That's what these do. They like float around and they go, ah, I know you. You're that virus, aren't you? No, not that virus. Not that virus. You're just gonna hang out. You're gonna hang out. I'm just gonna kind of back away and go hide. And they're like, no. And then he's dead. Not technically like that, because there's no phasers, it's not that cool. But they go and they kill it, and they search for more. As soon as they're dead, they go, huh, do I know you? Oh yeah, you're a little, so you're fine. Yeah. And they just go around, that's all they do. That's literally all they do. It's a long, like, Latin type name. If you want to, you're more welcome to Google it, because I don't know right off the top of my head. I'm okay with that. I don't try to pretend like I know everything. Okay, second line of defense, you also have this inflammation response. Everyone here has had a cut. Okay, we talked about this. And right away, if you did nothing, you would start to get red right around the edge, or if you've been scratched, and it starts to bubble up, like bump up, and then you get that like red around it, like your cat.
Yeah.
Your cat, right? Or the dog? Cat, dog?
Good thing.
Yeah. You get scratched and you get that same like red.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's a response of your body flushing that area with blood, swelling it up, to send all these killer T's and all these things to sit there and go, as soon as you try to make it in here, I'm killing you. And it does that. So it's like basically build up an army to protect that area. It doesn't know they can get in there. And that's what that inflammation response is. It swells up, capillaries dilate. There's basically special chemicals that are releases, your temperature rises in the area, pain receptors are activated, owie, it hurts. And white blood cells flock to the infected area like sharks to blood. Literally, those little like, pew, 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 they sort of like fly around. They literally go,
breaker, we always cut down by the knee. Breaker, we need to go down there, see there?
and then they all flow down there and they just stand there. Not standing on the way. They just look at it. As soon as the bacteria starts coming in, I'm going to eat you.
Oh, eat them.
Well, the other ones kill, but the other ones eat them. We don't have those phasers. It'd be cool though. Like Star Wars, like you hear like veins, like red and blue going back and forth.
Bring into Death Star.
Really? Do you guys not know what that is?
No, we don't know.
You guys are looking at me like I'm weird. Okay, so two divisions of the immune system. Efforts of the white blood cells known as the phagocytes, the T cells, are called the cell mediated. I can send this to you.
You can.
I can read on it. It's because it was creepily of me. She's like,
It won't work.
yeah, I can send it to you, not a problem. T cells, okay. Protective factor, living, they basically protect living things. They get rid of foreign invaders. So those are the two things. The phagocytes, those eat the invaders. They're the hungry, they're like hungry hippos, like, and then the other ones are like assassins. They go out there and they specifically just kill it. Kill it, destroy it, rip it, as soon as you rip open a cell, it dies. So they have a puncture to rip it open. That's what a lot of cleaning stuff and all that basically helps break apart the cell walls and kill everything. So two divisions of the immune system. The other half of the immune system is called the antibody mediated antibody mediated immunity. Antibodies are these things that stay in your body after you get sick by a certain type of like you hear as chickenpox. I've never chicken pox. Never been anything. I've been around it, not got it for whatever reason. If it did enter my body, I had antibodies to help protect it. If I didn't, it happened. That's the reason why you go get shots. You get these things put in your body to help your body make an immune response needed. If something enters your body and you've never seen it before, your body has no idea what it is, you will get sicker. That's all these news. We heard this saying like, oh, the new strand of flu. Oh, that new strand is pretty deadly. You heard of that? You guys are I don't know if you pay attention to the news, but like these flu, you know the flu, but it changes, it manipulates. As it evolves, the microbes, they little changes over time. And so your body isn't used to it. If it had a flu last year, it could be a different flu this year.
That's how we get started.
Sure, that's why you guys all get your flu shot.
I don't.
I haven't got mine in the last 2 years.
If your doctor says for you to go get a flu shot, you should do what your doctor said. I don't do my flu shot because I haven't had the flu in over 25 years. And I've been literally kissing because my wife, she had the flu. I'm fine. You know, my body, I'm assuming, because I got sick all the time, I'm good. When I was a kid, I was sick all the time. I have so much immune response. Like an arm, like a fishy, killing arm in my body. I got more of those little, I got the Spartan, even though they didn't lose, so we won't talk about it. 300 of them died. Maybe. I didn't get nothing.
It's not a line you're supposed to have on the doctor now. No, you didn't set the bylaw.
Yeah, so y'all by law have to get on. I think I heard about that. California passed that thing. All right. Okay, so the third line of defense is antibodies. Most infections never make it past the first and second stage, but those who are triggered do produce an antibody response. Proteins that latch onto damaged clump and basically slow-form particles. Each antibody binds only to one specific bond site known as the antigen. If these little things go around and say, oh, I know you, you're the smallpox virus. I know you, come here. And they just hold on to it. And they break it, so now she can't do anything. If I just grab her over and tell on her, she won't move. She can't do anything. And eventually I'm like, okay, we're going this way. And eventually it's like, yeah. And body doesn't get sick. Because I attacked it, didn't kill it, but I held on to it, broke it down so it couldn't do anything, and then got rid of it. Antibodies are important. Okay, antibody protection, white blood cells gobble up, T cells kill, specific piece, new particle attached, went over all that. Okay, here's a breakdown, if you like, from stem cells all the way down to the different ones. It's not actually that important, but I'll leave it on here in case you guys need to look at it. Don't need that. Okay, what is immunity? Resistance to disease-causing organisms or harmful substances. 2 types. There's an active immunity and passive. Active immunity is you produce the antibodies yourself. Your body has been exposed to the antigen from the past, and that exposure allows for you to make that immunity response. So it's active. You're making it. Exposure to the actual disease-causing, you fight it, you win, you remember it. If you get it and you fight it and you don't win, you die. Right? If you die, if you don't win, you die. So you typically win a lot of these. You win a lot of these, so you're good. The plant exposure to the formalin has been killed or weakened. You detect it, eliminate, and remember it, same type thing. But a planned exposure is me going up and like shooting you because I'm planning for it. Vaccines, again, right here, deliberately introduce the immune system, but typically it's a weaker one. It's not like a full-fledged, it's like, yeah, it's fine. Here's a little weaker one. Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
I forgot which one it is. There's a very specific, my son got it. It's one of those, well, I don't know which one it is. You got a whole bunch. They said no to a few. I said yes to a few. I don't remember anymore. But yeah, you sit in there and you shoot up the nose and it enters in through the mucus membrane and things like that.
I remember that.
You remember that?
I don't know.
I remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was either, but it was there. So has the bacteria been killed or weakened? You do get some minor symptoms sometimes. Some people, for example, they'll get the flu shot and they'll get the flu. It's like you got the flu, but you get a milder piece of it, so your body can fight the milder one and get strong. And so when the more powerful one comes in, it's already kind of strong enough to take on and survive the big one. If you have no immune response and you get sick and you're weak, people die from flu all the time. Every day, people die from the flu. Every day. I'm sorry, there's a lot of deaths going on because we're talking about this. But there's also a lot of life. You're alive right now, right? Yes, I believe you are. I think so. Okay, how long does that community last? Depends on the. It basically depends on what you're doing. Some of them last your whole life. Some of them last a certain amount of time. You get booster shots to help kind of boost it, obviously, to get it so it continues. But again, most of them last a lifetime. So if you do need a booster, they'll tell you. But flu is, here's your depressing part right here. Think the flu is no big deal. Think again. In 1918, and again in history, I actually learned this. So 1918, after, right around World War I, in that area, there was a deadly strain called the Spanish influenza. Hence influenza. Spread across the globe and infected 20% of the population. Think about that. Say, I think back then, maybe say it was 2 billion. I don't know. Say it was 2 billion people. 20%.
You killed 5%.
You killed 5%. 100 million people died. 100 million people. There's 30,000. There's 40,000 people in Angel Stadium. Times that by 10. Then times that by 10.
You're making us really fast.
It is, but this is kind of shows you the importance of the fact that when people get sick, when they get the flu, sometimes like, oh yeah, it's just the flu, whatever, I'll keep going, I'll drink my coffee, here's all my medicines, and this. You see your best. What you would eat properly, get your sleep, and your body will fight. So as long as you're strong enough.
Well, that's a black plague.
Yeah, Black Plague was before this, obviously. It was before this, and it was not a viral influenza infection. I believe it was bacterial. And the bacteria was from a rat. And the fact that they used to be like, oh, there was my trash.
Oh no,
In the middle of the street.
That was my sewage, man.
Yeah, like in the middle of the street. Like, yeah, it's not in the house. Right, we're good. Right, there it is. And the rats would go, and they'd get on their skin and on their hair and stuff, and they'd come in and be like, oh, you're out looking like, oh, you're good, you just all this stuff, look at the crap going everywhere. And then you're like, oh, you just, I don't feel good. I think it was 1/3, right? It was 1/3 of Europe died from it. Like there'd be built like, you know, like near the feudal system.
The what?
Yeah.
Oh.
The medieval system, not medieval feudal system, not Japan. It's like little like towns, like self-enclosed towns that have like a person in charge, like kind of like an servants, farmers. They look like little villages basically that are like ruled by one person. That's feudalism, but we won't get into history lessons. But that's what that is. There's been times when that whole people would go in and that whole town's dead.
Yeah.
Yes, they all got the flu. Or they all, I'm sorry, the flu. They all got the plague, and they all died. It's sad. It really is sad, but it's something to show you need to pay attention to this. It's important to pay attention to this stuff. Because it's like in this is just a minor case, but that's 1918. Through the CDC, which is the Center for Disease Control, which if there's a really bad thing going on, like say there's people bringing viruses in the country on accident, like they're coming here, they're the ones that go there and like lock down like the whole airport and like take people and go, you're in that room for as many days as I need you to. You don't have at all any rights for that out. Yeah. Like the whole bullet thing, the CDC was all over that. They needed to help control it. And if they didn't, it would spread the same way the influenza. Like if they had the CDC back then, they would have been like, you're all sick. You're going over there. You not come over here. And we'll hold you by force if we need you. It's important that we don't keep spreading it. And we kind of segregate and help protect those people, fix those people's symptoms, so that you don't allow for more. Example, there's a vaccine for meningitis. It's recommended for all college students. Most people don't get it. I didn't get a meningitis.
I just got the shot.
Yeah, just got the shot. I didn't get the shot, and I thought I ran the risk, I guess, of it. And 300 people, not that many people. I mean, it's sad to say 300 people, not like a lot of people, but if you look at it scientifically broad spectrum, that there's 300 million people in college or whatever it is, or 300 people died of this. Meningitis is a bacterial infection, effectively the back of your head / gets in your brain, and you die. It's like, well, I have a headache, and then you don't realize that's what you have, and then people pass away from it. Those are the ones, they usually show up on the news a lot when that happens. Okay, so passive immunity. You do not produce them. Guess who gave them to you?
Mom.
Your mom.
Is she chewing on that baby?
Probably. How else is she going to get her antibodies? No. What happens is it passes along through the placenta. That's the area of the body of the female that is hooked into the baby through the umbilical cord. Also, they say that after the baby is born, when there's breastfeeding going on, the antibodies from the mother continually get pushed into the body of the baby through the breast milk. And they say that, and I think there's studies out there, and I haven't read them specifically or know, but my wife has, but she does a bunch of research on this stuff, that if you're breastfed and all this stuff, it shows that it improves your health, weight, IQ, they even say, like everything goes up based upon that. So, like Kaiser is a major medical entity in this country. That's who we have, and they strongly, like tell you. They even have specialists that just come in to help you, like do that. Yeah, they're breastfeeding specialists. They actually have little things with breastfeeding specialists, and they show you because it's a whole new ballgame, guys. When you have kids, like you don't know what you're doing, and they help you. It's really kind of cool and weird. What? They do. But however you do this, I'm a parent counselor. You're a new parent. You should breastfeed. Good job. Great. It's a whole. When you're doing it, it's different. What if the kid? Like we had a friend that had a kid that needed like special, work because his lips weren't working properly. And how do you do that? You don't know. So you go find them. And the baby, believe it or not, needs to be taught how to do it. Once they finally do it and it's taught, it's an innate thing. But my son was a pain. But yeah, you have allergies again, same thing, sneeze, particles, immune system response, sneeze, runny nose, watery eyes. Antihistamines help block that. So you're actually trying to slow down your body trying to do stuff. It's probably not a good thing all the time, but you do it so you can not have to go out and spend the time to relax. Okay, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. AIDS. It's caused by the human, it's basically caused by HIV, the human immunodeficiency virus. It was discovered in 1983, specifically targeting and kills T cells. You know those things that help protect you? It kills them. Because normal bodies are unaffected, immune response is not launched, you do not die from AIDS.
No.
You don't die from it. No. You die from any and everything else other than it. Because it basically blocks everything out. Say, hey guys, come on in! And you have to really be protected. You have to be, it's very much like if you get the common cold, you can die from it. So people call this the modern plague. The HIV virus doesn't kill you, it cripples your immune system. With your immune system down, common diseases basically become completely life-threatening. You can cause no effects for several months, all the way up to 10 years, and all of a sudden it can kind of pop into fruition. I took away that slide. They say right now 30 million people in the world, 30 million people have AIDS right now in the world. We don't hear much in the United States because we have so much education behind it, and we understand at least it and what it does and how to protect yourself from it, and there's no like weird hocus pocus behind it. Some countries, they don't understand. They don't know. We try. Some parts of Africa, they do not know what it is, why it is, how they get it, how to get rid of it. Well, just in general, if you're in an area that is considered third world or an area where there's less education or money to do so, what do you do? I mean, they don't know. I mean, you don't know until someone shows it to you and proves it to you and says, look at this. Then guess what? There it is. It's shown. Like smoking forever. People used to smoke all the time, right? Yeah. You know smokers? Yeah. My parents both smoked. Smoking's what you did back in the 1700s. I mean, tobacco was a cash crop in the United States in the 1500s.
Well, my mom was like 11. She bought like her first type of cigarette.
And she smoked, right? But now she's probably addicted now. I don't know if she's quit, but until we got research that says, okay, if you smoke, the percentages of you dying go up like 1,000%.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, I probably shouldn't do that. Now in this room, if I have how many people smoke, you're under the age of 18, don't be off the exam.
that you guys would say, you know, maybe no one has or has, I don't know. By the way, the new thing now is base, right?
Yeah, that's even worse because it's
Base.
water.
Base or horror.
It's water.
No,
It's water.
it's water.
It's water.
All right, real fast. Okay, if you guys have any questions, we'll go ahead and complete out the session. Please put the stuff inside the Dropbox that you need to get full credit. Have a good rest of your day.